End of the boycott. One night, Hakim ibn Hizam, Khadijah's nephew, was taking some food for her. Abu Jal, the leader of the Quraysh, saw him going out of town and asked, "Where are you going?" Hakim ibn Hizam truthfully answered, "I'm going to meet Khadijah to give her some food." Abu Jal got angry. He snatched the food and shouted, "You cannot take anything to Banu Hashim. It is forbidden." At that moment, a man called Abul Bakhtari, who was not a believer, was passing by. He saw what happened. He was a kind man, and he rebuked Abu Jahl. "Why do you stop him? What harm will come if he takes some food for his aunt?" This little incident led to a great argument and many discussions in town. More and more people, horrified at the fate of the Banu Hashim, began to think and speak like Abu Bakhtari. Finally, the boycott was lifted and the boycott notice was removed from the wall of the Kaaba. The Year of Sorrow. The family of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and a handful of Muslims living in the makeshift tents outside Makkah were allowed to return to their town homes, but most of their houses were in bad shape, the roofs and walls full of holes, wild weeds growing in the cracks, and birds nesting in the rooms. Also, the harsh treatment the believers had had to endure during the years of the ban had left them broken in mind and spirit. Their health suffered due to long starvation, and many of them were sick. On top of that, their businesses were ruined, and they had no money left to start over again. It was very difficult for them to rebuild their lives. Abu Talib, the good uncle and great supporter of the Prophet, peace be upon him, for many years became very sick and weak. He died soon after the return to Makkah. Khadijah's health was not good either. She had suffered great hardship, and instead of eating herself, used to give all the food to her children and husband. She passed away a few days after Abu Talib's death. Thus, two of the Prophet's most loyal supporters, who stood like mountains behind him, left him suddenly. The Prophet was heartbroken. He could hardly manage to keep his mind and will strong. He called that year the Year of Sorrow, and later on, whenever he spoke of Khadijah, he spoke of her with great love and fondness. Khadijah's life is a source of great inspiration to the believers, especially women. She's an excellent example of how one can give one's time, energy, wealth, and life to the cause of Islam. Her story is a reminder to the believers to live a purposeful life. We should remember Khadijah and the whole family of the Prophet, peace be upon him, in our prayers, for their sacrifice and dedication